Jamal, talk about that highlight play near the end of the game. No look behind the back or over your head pass to Barnes. Can you set that up and tell us how that thing came about?
Yeah, I saw Chris get the steal, and Matt and myself were both running, and then Matt kind of slowed up, but Chris already threw the ball, so I didn't want to, leave him out to dry by going to get it. And I knew that Matt and Blake, I didn't know who was which, or I didn't know which one was which, but I knew there was a jersey there, so I knew it would go right to him.
Is that instinctive? Or is that something you practice? How did you know he was there and made such a perfect pass?
Just instinctive. I saw the play developing, so I knew if I saved it, he'd be right there underneath the basket.
Jamal, are you the kind of guy who, when you're not shooting the ball maybe as well as you'd like over a stretch, do you have any idea what your numbers are, what your percentages are?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't get into percentages because I think it tells half the story, especially with me. I take a lot of tough shots. Sometimes I'll take shots at the end of the clock. Sometimes I'll take half-court shots. And so for me, it doesn't do me any justice, or I don't really lose confidence with it. My teammates and coaching staff, I have the best of both, and they're always encouraging me to stay aggressive. For me, they always say it just takes one shot, you can be 1 for 8, but you make one shot, you can go on a run and help change the game.
Is that kind of what happened tonight?
I would say.
Just one. It was a good, I think you made the 3, to start the 4th.
Yeah. It wasn't even that. It was just a layup, honestly. Only it took 2 shots, I think, going into
6.
No, 2 in the first half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. No, I took 2 shots going into halftime and then 6 going into the 4th. You told me 6 out of it. Mission mistake.
So, if you're not aware of the numbers, do you have a feel do you feel off sometimes?
Yeah, after the game, honestly, I thought I took more than 14 shots. When I looked, I was like, oh, it's almost 50% for you guys that count the percentages. But I just thought I took more. It felt more. I just got lost in the game, honestly. It wasn't about scoring or anything. I just wanted to be aggressive and try to open up stuff.
Jamal, can you talk about, as far as your performance tonight, and the energy and the effort that you guys demonstrated in order to come back and pull out a victory as you did tonight?
We showed a lot of mental toughness. I think over this, not even just the winning streak, but over these last 10, 12 games, we showed different ways to win, and Doc always has us believing. We all believe in each other. Tonight was the night that, we needed our bench to really step up, and I thought we did a good job in the second quarter, and then in the second half we did a pretty good job as well, but we're finding different ways to win and we believe in everybody, so it's a good team win.
Talk about your confidence. Doc mentioned that you guarantee to win.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
We were down, and I just said we're going to win the game. Don't worry about it. We'll win the game. I always have belief. I've been doing this longer than I've done anything else. I've seen a lot of situations and game situations, and a lot of people at that time lose confidence. But for us, that's what my teammates believe. They believe in me, and I believe we're going to win the game.
Jamal, how often do you do something like that where you're that vocal?
Not often. Today was the anniversary. Somebody told me scoring 52 points, and I didn't get that excited at any point during that game. So it doesn't happen often. For me, it's just the moment. Like I said, I really got lost in the game. The crowd, it was just everything, and I really wanted to win the game.
You scored 50 points with 3 different teams. Mm-hmm. Not with the Clippers, though. You think after a performance like that you can pull it off?
I don't think we need me to score 50, honestly. I just think there's a moment of truth at different points in the game where you need me to go on a streak of 10 or 12 or, it can change the game. It's always a moment of truth in the game. But for me, if it happens, I would almost be surprised because I don't think any of our perimeter players really need to score 50. I think if anybody would score 50, it'd be Blake because he has the advantage inside most nights. With our perimeter guys, we always play with each other and pass up good shots for great shots. And I think that balance really helps us. Well, I can't score 50 still, by the way. That's what you're asking.
Tonight, it seemed like, just in terms of energy, Baby gave you guys a pretty big
He was unbelievable. His energy, it's weird. I played with Nate Robinson before, and I think Baby has that gift as far as his energy. His energy can lift the whole building. I don't know if you guys heard, earlier, DJ Dent said, stand up to the first basket, and Baby didn't like what he saw, so he got the whole crowd to stand up by himself. Like, he's unbelievable with his energy, and it's contagious.
Is that something that he has to try to do?
Yeah, he has to bring that every night. I mean, that can turn to wins for us, and there's a moment of truth every single game where it can go either way. You can sink or swim, and he was unbelievable tonight, just as important as I was.
Blake was talking about how sometimes when Big Baby gets super into the game, that he just starts kind of yelling out gibberish at the bench, and everyone's just cheering him on.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that as well?
Yeah, I experienced it tonight. Baby doesn't stop, and he it's almost like he's out there with you, even if he's sitting on the bench. It's like he's playing. He's really into the game. He's so locked in. It's like when Ray Lewis is with the Ravens. You have no choice but to get motivated and get excited.
Just to go back to your game real quick, you've mentioned you've had 50-point games before, but when you come up with a late steal, when you save the pass and get it to Barnes, does it add to it when it's not just scoring?
Just scoring, yeah. I've always said I think offensively I can do more than just score. You know, I think I can really pass the ball as well, but when you score a lot of points, people kind of put you in the box, and that's fine. I don't care about whatever accolades or recognition. So, you know, I just show different parts of my game, and on that play, it particularly called for that.
Doc was kind of joking that he didn't realize you still had that sprinter speed, but
Well, I can't show him everything. I'm trying to play another 10 years, so I can't just give him everything at once. So that's all that was.
when you were chasing that down, did you think you were going to get to it at all?
I thought I would get to it, but I just didn't think I would have enough room to lay it up. I had no doubt I was going to get to it, though.
Can I ask you,
Yeah.
watched you play and you've played for a few different teams.
Yeah.
How is it that someone with the ability to score baskets the way you do has not stayed on one team?
I'm gonna give you the quick rundown, okay? So I was drafted by Chicago. I signed for more money in New York. They traded me and Zach Randolph the same day. Zach came here. I went to Golden State only to get under the 2010 free agency
Sure.
cap or whatever. So they had room. Me and Zach made the most of the time. I go to Golden State, average 20 points. Don Nelson didn't think me and Monte Ellis could work together because he was coming off the moped incident. So I go to Atlanta, win 6th Man of the Year. All their money is tied up. So then I'm like, okay, I can't resign here. So I go to Portland in the lockout year. And we went from number 1 in the West the first 3 weeks to rebuilding the same year. We fired the coach, traded people, cut people, and all that. Greg Oden and all that, Gerald Wallace. And I came here, and now that's what I'm at.
Clippers are lucky to have you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks everyone.